guys, MITCH'S Aviation back with another video. Today we are doing, I believe it is my 20th Sydney model airport update. In this video you'll see a couple of special arrivals, and I'd just like to announce that I will be doing Gold Coast airport updates again. I did do one quite a while ago. I think it was in 2018 or 2017, I can't remember, but I'm doing a complete reboot of Gold Coast Airport, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Rightio, so heading over to the international terminal, we have a Fiji Airways A330-300, which will soon be replaced by the A350-900. But for now, it's just getting its passengers boarded, and we'll be doing the turnaround quite shortly back to Nandi. Right next to that, we have a Qantas A330-300. This is just getting some catering loaded on, and fuel is just about to be loaded, and passengers will be boarding soon, and this will be heading off to Osaka. And here we have a Thai Airways 787-9. This is just finished boarding and is about to push back for Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport. Just to the right of that, we have a Singapore Airlines A380-800 in the SG50 livery. I got this model quite a while ago. It's done by Phoenix, and yeah, it's a really nice model. Anyway, this has just arrived in from Singapore. As you can see, the gates are still not attached, and yeah, this will be deplaning or deboarding very soon. Just to the back over here, we have a United 777-200, which is soon to be replaced, hopefully, by a United 787. This is just being partly blocked by the Singapore Airlines A380's tail. Anyway, this is just started boarding. As you can see, the buses are coming up to the aircraft. You can't quite see that because of the tail, but they are there. And the staircase is there as well, boarding the passengers off to San Francisco. Just over towards the back, we have a Virgin Australia 777-300ER. This is currently on standby at the moment and isn't having anything done to the aircraft, but this will be leaving Sydney for good very soon, as Virgin Australia are getting rid of their heavies, so to say. And over at the back, we have a British Airways, also known as Speedbird. This is actually just on its final route down under until it is retired. Yeah, so it's a final farewell to the British Airways, or BA747. A couple gates over, we have a Etihad 777-300ER, which is just getting some catering and fuel loaded on, and boarding will commence in just a few moments, and this is heading off to Abu Dhabi. Over one gate, we have a AirAsia X A330-300 in the Now Everyone Can Fly Extra Long livery, and this has just arrived in from Kuala Lumpur, KL, and is just getting the catering redone for its departure out to Kuala Lumpur again. On the gate across from that, we have a Garuda Indonesia A330-200, and this is just finished boarding and is about to push back for Denpasar, Indonesia. Up next, we have a Qantas 787-9, registration VHQAN. I think this is a fictional one done by Gemini Jets. Anyway, this has just come in from Los Angeles, yeah, and is about to get all its baggage deplaned or taken out of. Anyway, this is just deboarding, and we'll be making the turnaround back to Los Angeles in about 5 hours from now. And one of the aircrafts holding short, we have a Emirates A380-800 in the United for Wildlife livery, and this is heading off to Dubai very shortly after the Air New Zealand in front has departed, which will be our next aircraft. Obviously, as I just said, we have a Air New Zealand 777-300ER in the All Blacks livery. This is a wonderful model. I did get this quite a while ago. It was actually one of my first aircrafts, and indeed was my first 777 model. Yeah, it was a great purchase. Anyway, this is just about to turn onto runway 16 right for a departure out to Auckland. Rightio, so heading towards the domestic side of things, we have a Jetstar A320 with sharklets. This is just holding short of Alpha 1 for 16 right, and this will be departing after the Air New Zealand and the Emirates A380. Taxiing back to the gate, we have a Jetstar 787-8. This has just arrived in from the Gold Coast from a 1 hour and 20 flight. Over at the Jetstar area, we have a Jetstar A320 just getting catering finished, and this will be heading off to Hobart. Up next, we have a Qantas 737-800 in the new livery, I guess you could say still, because not all the Qantas aircraft are still painted in this livery. Anyway, this is just getting fuel loaded on, and this will be heading off to Melbourne in just a few moments. Next to that, we have a Qantas 737, again in the older livery, I guess you could still say. Anyway, this is heading off to Cairns in just a moment. As you can see, there is virtually nothing around it, so it's just preparing for pushback. Over at the Qantas Link and Rex area, we have a Qantas Link Q400 Bombardier -8, which has just arrived in from Coffs Harbour, and is just getting refueled to do the return back to Coffs for the 3 times daily service to Sydney. Over to the back, we have a Rex Sub 340B, which is just about to depart for Dubbo in just a few moments. They're just doing or finishing their checklists, and will be pushing back shortly. Over at the standby gates, we have a Qantas 737-800. Well, I mean, they're both 737-800s, but one is in the revised retro Roo livery. But the thing in common about them is they're both in long time storage until further notice, I guess. They'll be serving Qantas probably in about 1 year or so, but for now they're just stood at the long time storage gates. To the right of that, we have a UPS Worldwide Services 747-400. This actually came with a Gemini Jet stand, which is pretty cool. Anyway, this is just coming from Honolulu for COVID reasons, bringing in supplies for the country. Anyway, this is just going to be at the airport for the night, and then we'll head back. And our special arrival for today, we have a Antonov 124 with the 4 lovely engines on board. I'm not quite sure what they're called or what type they are. Anyway, they're engines in the end, so yeah. Anyway, this is just in Sydney for COVID reasons, again, same as the UPS 747. This is just transporting some goods over to Sydney and supplying the country, I guess. Anyway, this will be heading off to Moscow in 2 days or so, and it will be here in Sydney for plane spotters to have a look at, and anyone on seeing the Antonov. And in the hangar, as always, we have a Qantas A380-800. I mainly do have the A380-800 in this hangar, specifically because when I went to Sydney one time, I always saw this A380 in the hangar. I'm thinking of putting a Qantas logo on the hangar. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Just comment down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will be doing some Gold Coast airport updates in the future. Just need to build the actual airport first. Anyway, that will look pretty good. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you are new. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.